Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about a very important topic in physics, and that is kinematics. We know that kinematics is actually the branch of physics in which we study about the motion of bodies regardless of the cause of motion. Like in kinematics, we are only concerned about the characteristics of the motion of bodies, but we are not in concern about the cause of the motion, that why the body is moving. We don't have to discuss it. The definitions that we discuss in this chapter are distance, displacement, speed, velocity, uniform velocity, average velocity, and acceleration. When we talk about distance, it is simply defined as the measurement of length. When we talk about distance, it is simply the measurement of length, the total length traveled irrespective of the direction of motion. And we know that distance is a scalar quantity. Whereas when we talk about displacement, it is defined as the least distance between 2 points. And it is always in a straight line. The least distance between 2 points, we know that, is always in a straight line. So we can also define as the shortest distance between 2 points. When we talk about distance, it has no direction. That's why it is a scalar quantity. Whereas when we talk about displacement, it has a particular specified direction. That's why it is a vector quantity. From the figure, you can easily understand it. Like if we are going to move from point A to B, we have two options here. First, if we are following the path from A to C, then C to D, and then D to B. So if we are roaming in this direction, like from A to C, C to D, and D to B, this is all the actual length covered by the moving body, irrespective of the direction. Whereas when we talk about displacement, that is the shortest or the least distance between point A and B, that is indicated here by the blue line. So displacement and distance both have same unit, but distance is a scalar quantity, whereas displacement is a vector quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Now you can see here, when we talk about distance, it is actually the total route by a motion. When we talk about displacement, it is the distance taken with consideration of direction. Now, the type of the quantity or the nature of the quantity, for distance it is a scalar quantity, whereas vector displacement is a vector quantity. Both have the same unit, that is, for distance and displacement, both are measured in meter per second. When we talk about speed and velocity, speed of a body is defined as distance covered by a body in a unit time. The formula for speed is distance covered divided by time taken. Distance is a scalar speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. When we talk about speed, we know that speed is a scalar quantity because in a speed we don't have direction, whereas the unit for speed is meter per second, or we also measure speed in kilometer per hour. If we are going to measure the average speed of a body, for that we have to add up all the distance covered by the body, and then we divide the total distance covered by the body by the total time taken. So when we divide the total distance traveled by total time taken, we get the average speed of the body. Like for example, you can see here, if a car covers a distance of 100 kilometer, then the time taken for it is 2 hours. So simply the average speed will be total distance 100 divided by the time taken 2 hours. So it will be 50 kilometer per hour. Now when we talk about velocity of a body, it is simply defined as the rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement, and it is also defined as the distance covered by a body in a unit time in a particular direction. The SI unit for velocity is also same, that is meter per second. So speed and velocity both have same unit, that is meter per second, but speed is a scalar quantity whereas velocity is a vector quantity. Like you can see here from the given example, the yellow car has a speed of 10 meter per second and it is moving in the direction of, you can assume it towards east, that is towards right. Whereas the blue car is also moving with the same speed of 10 meter per second, but it is moving in the opposite direction of the yellow car. So if we have a sign the direction of the yellow car positive, so the velocity of the yellow car is 10 meter per second with positive sign, whereas the velocity of the blue car, as it is moving in the opposite direction of the yellow car, will be considered as minus 10 meter per second.